Hoki nistonako ninapiksi. Chief bird, the eagle, spot wahani. Nitapin shkasim Mike Bruised head. Noftista pitapi mamio yiks. Ki apeitsitapiks. Well, I grew up on Ganisksakhkoi Blood Reserve. I was actually born right by the Valley River. I've always lived close to the water. When I was growing up, we were right close to the river, just a few meters away. Always, the trees, the animal life, the birds, the beavers, otters, and even seeing the fish in the water. So I kind of had an idea of the life close to the river bottom. I remember helping my grandparents. I even had my own little pail. We used to get water right out of the Valley River at that time. And then in Laverne, same thing with the wagon or, the truck parking back down by the old Blue Bridge going to Glenwood. Families parking their horses and using a pail and putting buckets of water into great big water barrels and covered with canvas. So I saw the days where you drank water right out of the river. The other thing I noticed when I was growing up, there was a lot of prairie ponds. Horses and cattle never, ran out of water. Ducks, geese, and other birds that used the water for survival. There was an abundance of as they call it, biodiversity. Not like today, where there's not even any water ponds in the middle of the prairies. And the other impact that started, all of a sudden, there was an overabundant drilling of oil and gas on the Blood Reserve. So some of the people that had their own water source, some of the oil wells kind of wrecked their artesian wells. The last one that started early 2000s on was the introduction of the oil companies of hydraulic fracking. So today, I cannot drink my water. I have been buying water for going on 20 years or plus. Mind you, I drank hydraulic fracked water from a well, not realizing what I was drinking. I am a diabetic, and so I don't know if that's the result of drinking contaminated water all these years. Well, today I just use my water for laundry. Even at that, I wonder if I'm killing my trees, my berries, and my garden, to wash my face. Other than that, I don't allow my grandchildren to drink water out of my sink. I don't make coffee or tea or meals. I have to buy a jug of water, and I've been buying that going on 20 years now. But I'm quite perturbed and upset that why I lived down where I lived was very clean water, very good water, and thanks to the leadership of the day, that allowed all kinds of oil and gas drilling and fracking. And again, it's all about employment economy at the price and mercy of water. Everybody wants money, everybody wants a job. Doesn't matter if water gets contaminated as long as I have income. And that's going to go on for a long time. It's a catch-22. Are we really stewards of the land, as we say? Native people, we protect Mother Nature, as they say. Well, I can't even back up my truck and use a pail and to take water out of the Valley River and all these other rivers, because this is not safe. And now we have certain areas where house water is not safe because of fracking, And now we don't see prairie ponds anymore. Everything's plowed up. And the fourth thing, that Mother Nature, so-called climate change, the grass is hardly growing. Drought has come in. So it's like four different angles of how we're being affected by poor water or lack of water. I think about the old stories, the Suita pigs. I wonder if we've poisoned the sacred spiritual beings, the water spirits, the water people that the old people talk about. I wonder if they're still there or if they're gone too. And so I think about it when I walk around the rivers, up in Bachtum Aksikimi, if they're still home or if they're gone, if we have chased them away. And I wonder if the beavers and the otters are healthy, swimming in contaminated rivers. All the geese, ducks laying eggs, all that. Well, every ceremony includes water. Whether it's a pipe opening ceremony, bundle ceremony, only all the different societies. Water is the essence of those ceremonies. To cleanse those pipes and those bundles, you need a sweat lodge. In that sweat lodge, we pour water. The water is medicine. Even the old Khan, even the sun dancers, water is boss. Water ni ta pinna. Okay. Without water, there's no ceremony. There's no sweat lodge. Wada kutsi skaoiksa. The water is prayed over, blessed, everything. In Blackfoot ceremonies, water is involved in every single way of life. Kitsipata piusinnon. Okay ni ta pinna. Ani kana atua pipsi okay. You got no water, no water, no ceremony. And so that's why we pray on the ground. We give the earth first drink before you drink. Okay. And you thank the mountains and the snow and the rain and the artesian wells. Continue having water all our life for eternity. Because if the earth ever runs out of water, the whole earth disappears. Every animal, fish, water being, bird, everything. Everything in this earth needs water. Everything, everybody, every creature, underground to the sky. We all need water, need tapina. Why we have trees, why we have medicines, why there's rebirth in the bird life and the animal life, why we have generations, birth, children, water, 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 water. Bottom line. So I like to see if they ever invent where you get a can of oil and you open like that and drink it like water. I like to see that day. I like the old man told me one time, we can never drink oil, water, and yet water's like this. The old people that I grew up around with in the 60s, 70s, they talked about this. They talked about the future politicians. Money over pure water. I would tell people, turn back to your culture. Quit trying to be Napiquacs, Monias. Quit trying to be like the white man. Learn from the land. It's a cool thing now, land-based learning. Well, I've been doing that all my life. And so hopefully the ones that are urbanized, hopefully the ones that are somewhat floating around and not in tune, not grounded in their own culture and language. My advice, go back to your culture, your language. Go back probably to 1884 when we lived in harmony with the earth. And right now, I could be a millionaire. I ain't gonna bring it to the sacred hunting grounds. No way. I'm just gonna enjoy life and appreciate what the world and the environment and the earth around me. I'm just gonna enjoy that because I don't know what I'll do with $1 million. I really don't know. And like I say, I want to be true to my tobacco. And I think that's the whole thing, telling people, be truth to the earth. Don't be a hypocrite. Stand up for what you believe. You're not alone. If somebody says, geez, I tried standing up fat alone, well, give me that big C a call. I'm here. I'll support those things that protect the earth and water, especially water. And so it is not that we're going to go back and all live in teepees, but the philosophy, the culture, the respect, going back to that kind of thinking. We're not Napiquecs, but yet there's some people that want to live like Napiquecs. Well, I guess we're not going to be very good friends because our philosophy and way of life and way of thinking is entirely different. I was born Indian, I was born Kainakwan, I was born Ape Chitapi, I was born Mamuye, and that's how I'm going to leave the word. Die Indian, die Kainakwan. That's all. I'm not going to change again.